Good evening, everybody. Jai Shri Mataji. All my brothers and sisters from the UK and France. Welcome to this evening's meditation. Bonsoir tout le monde, tous mes frères et sœurs d'Angleterre et la France pour cette méditation de ce soir. First of all, as usual, we'll ask the permission of Shri Mataji to go into the state of meditation. Comme toujours, comme d'habitude, nous allons demander Shri Mataji sa permission d'entrer dans l'état de méditation. Maintenant, nous allons faire Namaskar à Shri Mataji, mettre l'Agya Chakra par terre, demander à la Mère Terre d'absorber tous nos problèmes de l'Agya. Par la suite, très doucement, on monte la Kundalini et se mettre en bandhan. Now we will do Namaskar to Shri Mataji. Ask Mother Earth, touch the Agya Chakra on the Mother Earth, ask Mother Earth to absorb all the problems of Ajna Chakra, and then slowly raise the Kundalini and put a bandhan. We will humbly invite Shri Mataji in our Sahasrara by saying the three Mahamantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Trigunatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namah. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namah. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrar Swamini Moksha Pradayini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. We will put both the hands towards the Mother Earth and ask her to suck in all the problems of all our chakras. Maintenant, nous pouvons mettre les deux mains vers le sol ou par terre et très humblement demander à la Mère Terre d'absorber tous les problèmes de tous nos chakras. Now you can put the left hand on the lap, keep the right hand on the Mother Earth. We know what to pray, do that individually in our hearts. Maintenant, nous allons mettre la main gauche sur le genou gauche, restant la main droite vers le sol. Nous savons tous qu'est-ce qu'il faut prier dans le cœur. Donc, on va le prier tous individuellement. Now you can put the right hand on the lap, left hand towards the sky. Do the same. Maintenant, nous pouvons mettre la main droite sous le genou droit, la main gauche vers le ciel. Et on fait la même chose au niveau des prières. You can take down the hand for descendre la main gauche. Each chakra has got its own importance. One of the important chakras is the Vishuddhi, which takes care of many things. So today's topic is the different aspects of Vishuddhi chakra. The Italians had made this video, 2 videos. I've just joined them. Tous les chakras ont leur propre importance. Un des chakras très importants aussi, c'est le Vishuddhi chakra. Il prend en charge de beaucoup de choses, notamment, c'est là que l'éveil supérieur commence. Donc, le sujet d'aujourd'hui, c'est les différents aspects du Vishuddhi Chakra. Les Italiens ont fait des vidéos, 2 vidéos. J'ai juste mis les 2 vidéos ensemble. It's a video of 30 minutes, rather long. Try to put our attention completely on what Sri Mataji is saying. There are very different aspects: collectivity, Vishuddhi, diplomacy, Hamsa Chakra, Virata, all those things. Cette vidéo, elle est légèrement longue, c'est 30 minutes. Donc, on va mettre vraiment notre attention parce que Sri Mataji, elle parle de plusieurs choses comme la collectivité, Vishuddhi gauche, la culpabilité, le Virata, la Hamsa Chakra, ainsi de suite. So we can put.
So now the other center which we have here is very important center called as the Vishuddhi Chakra. This is the center V, Shuddha. One is Shuddha means pure, but V, Shuddha means absolutely pure. This has got 16 petals, as we have got the cervical plexus expressed in the gross, which has also got 16 subplexuses. It tallies with medical science completely. Now let us see how is Vishuddhi Chakra made. All the vowels that we use come from Vishuddhi Chakra. And like in Devanagari language, it is A, I, U, U, E, I, O, U, Lu, Aha. So, as you know that you cannot compile a word without a vowel. It's so important. The consonant is weak, without nirbal, without any strength, without the vowel. So, the strength of a person comes through the Vishuddhi Chakra in his speech. Is the center. What we call here is the Vishuddhi Chakra, is the center where human beings raise their head up. This is the center that has made us a human being. And from this center only rises the ego and superego, because this is the center of collectivity. Because we speak through this center, we talk through this, we have rapport with other people through this, and as a reaction to that, ego and superego is built within us. When that is built within us, we become a personality. I am some, he is some, you are some. At that point, we become a person who has the consciousness of I-ness. Like, then I say, I like this, I want this. I will say, I am an Indian. You will say, I am an Englishman. All these misidentifications start because you become an individual who tries to identify with many things. That's how we become separated from that power. This is the freedom we get, where we have to ourselves learn from our errors and trials what is right and what is wrong. This Vishuddhi Chakra has got 16 petals and looks after our ear, nose, eyes, throat, everything. Our face, everything is looked after by this center. Now this center also has left and right. All centers have left and right. And when you feel guilty, the left center catches. which is a very dangerous thing because this gives you diseases like angina or maybe diseases like spondylitis and lethargic organs. Right when a person is very aggressive, talks very aggressively and tries to dominate others and use his power of speech to show off, the right side catches. The reactions of this can be many, that the hand gets frozen and they also get the cancer of the throat. All kinds of things can happen with this chakra being in trouble. Now a person who shouts and screams and talks loudly and loses his temper in a very loud voice, or who speaks very loudly all the time, they all suffer from the right Vishuddhi. So one should understand that even when you have to scold somebody, you have to just say, what are you doing? Why are you doing like this? Otherwise, why did you do like this? Finished, right Vishuddhi, over. It's finished now. Now this is the thing. On the right side, if you are talking loudly, if you talk too much, if you intimidate people with your talking, then you catch on right Vishuddhi. So for that, best is to take some rest and give some rest to your right Vishuddhi by stopping your talk. Go into mauna, they said, just don't talk. For some time if you don't talk, you will see that your Vishuddhi will be improved, your problems will be improved. So what is the divine diplomacy? You don't have to shout, but you change the subject. If you want to bring somebody to some conclusion, then best thing is first to change the subject. And gradually, if you are clever enough, then you go on changing, and you bring it back to the right thing. That's the clever thing to do. What is the essence of this diplomacy? It's benevolence. You have to achieve the benevolence of the whole humanity. This is the essence of it. If you are doing it, you are not doing for yourself, for your gain, you are not doing for the gain of any particular person, but you are doing it for the benevolence of the whole humanity. So once you know this is the essence, so what is the need to shout? By shouting, you are not going to achieve anything. So to play around with it and bring it to that point, which is benevolence. So our right Vishuddhi, we have to have a temperament, a culture, a style, a behavior, which has got the quality which is called as madhurya, means melodious. Melodious. We should talk in such a manner that it should be melodious. The voice of a Sahajogi should be sweet, like that. When you talk to someone, it should be melodious. It should not be aggressive at all, but on the contrary, it should be melodious. It should not be sarcastic. It should not hurt another person. Any word that hurts others cannot be coming from the proper type of right Vishuddhi. So in no way one should hurt. The another quality which we can express through our right Vishuddhi is diplomacy. But there are two types of diplomacies. One is genuine, one is artificial. In the genuine diplomacy, you do not have to take to a certain standard, or you don't have to read some books to know how it is diplomacy. Is it genuinely it comes to you. It the whole thing works very sweetly, in such a genuine manner. I have used it many a times myself, and you all can use it also many a times. That's only possible if you don't get angry with someone. Not possible if you are angry. Relationship between brothers and sisters are to be established. They're very pure. Brothers and sisters relationship is without any lust or greed. It's pure relationship where the sister prays for the protection of the brother, and brother prays for the self-sufficiency of the kshema, well-being of the sister. So this time you have to think of your other Sahajoginis and Sahajogis who are like your brothers and sisters. You have to think like that. Purify your hearts. There's something funny in these countries, you know that. There's no such relationship exists. Purify your mind today on that point. That everybody else is my brother or sister. If you are married, it's all right. But look at everyone, try to look at everyone as a brother and a sister. When the sister who is your pure relation is not treated as a sister, when the attitude of a person towards women is of indulgence and of lust, then he develops the left Vishuddhi. When he develops the left Vishuddhi very strongly, and if he has a bad agya, or if he has eyes which are roving eyes, then this left Vishuddhi causes a lot of trouble. Left Vishuddhi can be also caused by, as you know, by feeling guilty about things or nothing at all. All these problems arise from Vishuddhi. The left side center is caught up when a person feels guilty.
Es gibt Probleme auf der linken Seite, wenn ein Mensch sich schuldig fühlt.
And obstruct the ascent of the Kundalini.
Und dann gibt es Probleme und die Kundalini kann nicht hochsteigen.
That's why I always request all the Western seekers first to say in their hearts, Mother, I am not guilty.
Deswegen sage ich, alle Suchenden im Westen, die müssen im Herzen sagen, Mutter, ich bin nicht schuldig.
These are the conditionings that have come to us.
Diese Gefühle kommen also zu der Vergangenheit.
From so-called religions,
Aus Religionen,
from so-called psychologists,
von der Psychologie
and other people who are responsible for our development in our childhood.
und von anderen Leuten, die was mit unserer Erziehung als Kinder zu tun hatten.
When material things very important for the parents,
Wenn materielle Sachen für die Eltern sehr wichtig waren,
they all the time shout at children or correct them, saying that don't spoil the carpet, don't spoil that, don't spoil that.
und sie haben immer geschrien und die Kinder gesagt, sie müssen immer aufpassen auf den Teppich, auf den Tisch und so weiter.
And that is how we develop a kind of a guilt within us.
Und so entwickeln wir ein großes Schuldgefühl in uns.
When we grow up in the schools and colleges, this can be built up very heavily within us too.
Und wenn wir in der Schule und an der Universität aufwachsen, dann kriegen wir es noch mehr.
So how much important it is to understand the value of left Vishuddhi. All of us catch on left Vishuddhi and we do not think that it is such an important thing. When we say, oh, left Vishuddhi catching means I am feeling guilty. We do not understand that what have I done? I have crossed the limits. That's why it's showing there. I have neglected some kind of a morality. I have gone on a wrong path against mother and father. That's why left Vishuddhi is catching. Left Vishuddhi is the indication of the mistakes, of the wrongs, of the sins. We can't afford to have left Vishuddhi. Sahaja-yogis cannot afford to have left Vishuddhi. Now, what I have seen that when this negativity starts acting, people, instead of facing it, facing the mistakes that I'm wrong, I should not have done it, it's a wrong thing to do, start giving explanations. Once you start giving explanation, this left Vishuddhi starts becoming like a bloated big lump. And then there's no possibility of curing, no possibility of cleansing. So people start giving explanation why I did it, why I did this. Once it is said is wrong, to be accepted, all right, next time I'm not going to do it, I'm very sorry. But in the center, when you rise, the Kundalini rises, most of the people have their Vishuddhi got up. Most of the people. So they have to either see that they are not guilty, or they have to see that there is no shouting, nothing, they are not aggressive in their shouts, and plus they have to see that they are completely in balance with themselves. So they are in the central path by which they become sweet, kind and nice. So for us it is important to understand that our Vishuddhi is to be kept clear. First of all, we must have a beautiful heart, a very clean heart, and find out what's wrong with you, get it corrected, which can be done by anyone, and see that you just have a full idea about yourself, about your Vishuddhi. And that's only possible, only again it's a vicious circle, if you have a good Vishuddhi. If you don't have a good Vishuddhi, you can never see yourself, because at the Vishuddhi point only you become the witness. You are just a witness when you are at a Vishuddhi point. So you have to be at the Vishuddhi a witness. If you have achieved the witness nature, then you can see in your Vishuddhi what's wrong with you, what's wrong with your problems, with your atmosphere, everything, and you will end up here only, thinking, oh, this is the one that is wrong. Now the main problem before us today is something else, is that we all have to ascend. And ascend with the equal strength. There's a story about some birds who were caught in a net. So they decided that we should get out of this net. And they tried. Everybody tried to get out. But nobody individually could work it out. So they all decided to fly together, 1, 2, 3, and go. And they took all that net with them, and they say then they requested the rats that please come and cut our net, and they were freed. So if it can happen between the rats and the birds, why not between us? So in collectivity, you'll be amazed in the collectivity how we could be helpful and joyous with each other. Now say something is wrong with your mother, father, sister, somebody. Doesn't matter. After all, you have the ocean of joy here with the collectivity. And your problems can be solved if collectively, if you want to solve your problem. So we have to depend on the collectivity. Very much to be one with the collective. I feel once you jump into the sea of Sahaj, the joy itself draws you together. Meeting each other is such a joyous thing. We have had so many experiences of that, of Sahaja-yogis who have told me how happy they were to find Sahaja-yogis somewhere out of the blue, and how they felt happy. So this tie between the Sahaja-yogis is really the most joyous channel. And that is what is the source. we should say, of our becoming one together. Once you start enjoying each other. Collectivity doesn't mean that we all should be stuck together with some glue or something, or we all become like Gibraltar, rock of Gibraltar. No, it doesn't mean that. It means wherever you are connected. That is collectivity. But if you are not connected and you are just glued together, it's very inconvenient to live under such circumstances. I think people don't even understand the meaning of collectivity. Where there's not the other, ananya, where there's not the other, there's no other personality. These personalities are separated from you because of left and right, or could be both. But you are yourself fully when you are absolutely detached and your Kundalini is dancing. You are alone and never alone. This oneness with the whole gives you all the security that you want, all the joy you want. And that's why Kundalini awakening means collectivity. Unless and until you want pure collectivity in your being, Kundalini won't rise. Now this chakra is, placed between the two eyebrows. Now two eyes represent the left and the right side. So this center is very much guided by our eyes, by our ears, by our nose, tongue, teeth, throat. Is a very important center because the Vishuddhi, which has to look after 16 petals, which look after all these ear, nose, throat, different organs within us. Also, it has to communicate with the Virat. So it has to pass through this center of Hamsa Chakra. Hamsa Chakra is the very pivotal center which expresses auspiciousness in our awareness. That means if this center is alert and awakened, then we immediately know what is auspicious and what is not auspicious. Or we can call it, we get the divine discretion. I think it is a part of the genetics that people have discretion between good and bad, destructive and constructive. Virat is the ultimate. The complete development of the Vishuddhi chakra is Virat. And as you know, the chakra is here. here at this point. If this chakra is not all right, you are not correct. You behave in a manner that is not correct. You cannot communicate with other SYUKs. You cannot be friendly, loving, and one with other SYUKs. Unless and until this center here, Vishuddhi, is all right. And is part of the Ekadasha. Vishuddhi is the center of the Ekadasha Rudra. The discretion power becomes so beautiful of the Hamsa chakra. Because they are all connected, Vishuddhi, Hamsa and Virat. They are all connected centers. It's not only that the Virata improves, but Vishuddhi improves and Hamsa. So now what happens that you jump into collectivity. And the love and the affection and the understanding that you have for each other is remarkable. It's very enjoyable and very beautiful. So all that happens, absolutely happens in your brain. That's how your brain, which is the one which receives all the information and creates all the information, creates all the mental projections, becomes a new vehicle to create a dimension which goes higher, not declining. All of you are part and parcel of that. All of you are part and parcel of that. And all of you are important. All of you have to support that. All of you have to raise it. It is very important. You all should understand your own responsibility. And after Sahaja Yoga, after enlightenment, all the subtleties of the brain and the knowledge starts manifesting and expressing itself. But the greatest thing that happens, that integration takes place in your brain. It's not that your heart wants one thing and your brain wants another thing. The integration takes place, and when that integration takes place, it's so easy to lead a very dharmic life. Even without thinking about it, without reading about it, you just become dharmic. You are not to be told that you have to be dharmic. Innately, you become dharmic because your brain, which normally is used for rationality, for justifying all that is wrong, becomes dharmic, becomes divine. So this is what one has to realize, that after realization, a person gets ideas which are always constructive. And if they are not, then you are not yet a SYUK. Constructive and dharmic. That is very, very important for us to understand where is our mind going. Is it contradicting? It is telling something else than what it is. We have to just keep a watch, and you will be amazed to see how your brain has changed its ways. The upside brain has become normal. This you can get very easily if you just meditate every day and see for yourself how the expression of your Sahasrara is penetrating into your being and is acting in your life. Then all the powers of Sahaja will be manifested, and you don't have to anymore doubt yourself, and others will never doubt. May God bless you.
Mataji, thank you very much for this beautiful speech, for making us understand the subtleties of Vishuddhi Chakra. Shri Mataji, merci beaucoup pour ce discours très bien, nous faire comprendre les subtilités du Vishuddhi Chakra. I can just keep our eyes open, look at the feet of Sri Mataji on the screen, and promise some things to Sri Mataji and try to keep them. Maintenant, nous allons garder les yeux ouverts. Regardez les pieds de lotus de Sri Mataji. Et nous allons faire quelques vœux dans notre corps. Et on va essayer de garder ces vœux basés sur ce que Sri Mataji nous a dit. Sri Mataji will always try to talk in a sweet manner, in a genuinely sweet manner. Sri Mataji, nous allons essayer de parler toujours dans une façon douce, mais sincèrement, avec la douceur. Sri Mataji will try to be collective and give importance to the collectivity. Sri Mataji, nous allons essayer d'être collectif et donner l'importance à la collectivité. Sri Mataji, the last thing, Sri Mataji, we will try not to have the guilt inside me, because I am the spirit, I am your child. I will try to observe myself, improve myself without feeling guilty. Et la dernière, c'est d'essayer de ne pas avoir la culpabilité. Toujours en rappelant que je suis l'enfant d'Adi Shakti. Et nous allons faire face à nos problèmes, nos blocages, sans sentir coupable. Now we'll try to do something which we did it individually. Try to do it collectively. So say 16 times, put our fingers in the ears. Say 16 times Allahu Akbar. Then a few times mantra of Sri Radha Krishna. We'll do this in 3 series. And slowly and gradually, as we say the mantra of Sri Radha Krishna, the ego and superego is absorbed. And we go into Sahasrara, just put your attention on Sahasrara. You will feel the vibrations, you will go directly on the Sahasrara. It has been our experience, we'll try to experience it collectively. Maintenant, nous allons faire quelque chose collectivement. que nous avions fait individuellement, c'est de dire, mettre les doigts dans l'oreille et dire Allahu Akbar 16 fois. Et par la suite, nous allons dire le mantra de Sri Radha Krishna. Nous allons faire 3 séries de ça. Le mantra de Sri Radha Krishna quelquefois. Et pendant ces mantras, nous allons mettre notre attention au niveau du Sahasrara. Nous allons rendre compte que l'ego et super-ego est diminué et notre attention reste directement dans le Sahasrara. So we'll all do it together, and the mantra we will say it. I'll just say it first once so that afterwards you can say it together. Le mantra, je vais vous dire, on va dire rapidement, je vais vous dire maintenant et après on va dire ensemble. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Radha Krishna Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Okay. So we'll do this Allahu Akbar and mantra de Sri Radha Krishna, 3 séries. On va faire 3 fois, 3 séries. On va mettre les doigts dans l'oreille. On va dire Allahu Akbar 16 fois. Allahu Akbar, 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 Allahu Akbar. Down the hands. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Radha Krishna Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Radha Krishna Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Radha Krishna Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Radha Krishna Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Last. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Radha Krishna Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devye Namo. Allahu Akbar, 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 Allahu Akbar. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Radha Krishna Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री राधा कृष्ण साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री राधा कृष्ण साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री राधा कृष्ण साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री राधा कृष्ण साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। लास्ट। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री राधा कृष्ण साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। अल्लाहु अकबर, 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 अल्लाहु अकबर। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री राधा कृष्ण साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री राधा कृष्ण साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री राधा कृष्ण साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री राधा कृष्ण साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। लास्ट। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री राधा कृष्ण साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। Try to feel the vibrations on the Sahasrara. Complete thoughtlessness. Essaye de sentir les vibrations du Sahasrara. La conscience sans pensée complète. Comme la dernière fois, nous allons chanter les 3 mantras du Sahasrara. Par la suite, on va méditer pendant 20 minutes en total silence. Et après, on écoute la musique, on continue la méditation. Donc, chacun peut méditer autant qu'il veut. Like last time, we'll say the 3 Mahamantras. And then we'll have 20 minutes of silent meditation. And then the music, you can meditate on the music so that everybody can meditate as much as he wants, he or she wants. So we can sing the 3 Mahamantras. Can you put? बोलो श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी, श्री निर्मला देवी की जय. Jai Shri Mataji. So now we can all meditate in silence. I say goodbye to you. Do not forget to thank Shri Mataji at the end of your meditation when you do Namaskar and put a bandhan. Maintenant, on va juste rester en silence, méditer en silence. Et je vous dis au revoir, Jai Shri Mataji. N'oubliez pas de remercier Shri Mataji à la fin d'une méditation. De la méditation, quand vous faites la Namaskar, vous mettez un bandhan. Bonne méditation.